I'm ready when you are.
Welcome to a new episode of Grow Up, Level Up, the podcast where by we, I mean Samson and Jordan, like to talk about the games that influenced our upbringing, maybe the games we like to play today, but most importantly, talk to each other about the fun times that we have throughout the week. But today is not about that. Today, we are actually going to do a little industry follow along. I know that we always do these things once in a while, but we are going to go over our picks, our guesses for who's going to win Game Award for the year 2025. Sorry, Game of the Year for the year 2020. My name is Samson, aka Samson XP, and joined to me today is always the ever snazzy Sir Dr. JM.
That's me. Hello.
What's up? Yes. So this week, we're going to go through our, could we say last minute guesses for the Game Awards, do you think?
I think we could say that since I threw this together 2 days ago when I realized I had a spreadsheet from 2024 that we used.
To be fair, the Game Awards are next week. This is not last minute. And also, if we did too early, everyone would forget. So really think of it as our way of serving you, listener. Speaking of being a listener, if you enjoy us yapping in your ear every Friday, please consider giving us a like, leave a comment on what was the favorite thing we yapped about. Subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe as well. If you really liked what we're yapping about, you can support us by going to growuplevelup.com and picking up some sweet merch. Now, neither of us are modeling our merch today because hey, Overwatch League,
Not
throwback. Neither of us are repping the merch today, but if you go to growuplevelup.com, you can pick yourself what I'm calling my new favorite hoodie or a t-shirt version of it. So if you'd like to do that, that'd be wonderful if you can support us because we are just two dudes yapping into your microphone. Sorry, I paused for dramatic effect. I don't know how that works on audio. I'm trying to not be so yappy in the podcast, Jordan. I'm trying to give myself more pauses and give myself more time to breathe. Yeah.
I see. I was going to say.
But how are you doing?
For someone trying to be less yappy, you've said the word yap probably more times in the first 3 minutes of this episode than we've ever said.
All right. Well, I got to read more books. I got to expand my
Vocabulary.
Yeah, vocabulary. But how are you, Jordan? How's your week been?
I'm good. It's snowing like crazy up here on and off, and it
Really?
snows and then it gets warm and it turns to slush and then it turns to ice and then it snows some more. So it's all over the place.
Oh gosh. Did it just start snowing this week out in the old Edmonton?
Pretty much. Like we had like 1 or 2 little dumps earlier, but didn't really amount to anything until probably last week.
Nice. Well, here in Vancouver, it was actually been a couple weeks of really nice fall weather, but the rainstorm is coming.
December.
Yeah, literally it hit December and then it's been raining nonstop. And tomorrow is like heavy rain. And I was like, oh, it could get heavier than right now. Okay, I could see. I see. So very, very classic Vancouver weather, but I like it. I'm one of those people. I'm one of those freaks.
I am too.
That likes it when it rains. Yeah.
Me too.
Any games you've been playing lately, Jordan?
Any games I've been playing lately? Yeah, I mean, there's a big one that will come up in one of these categories that I won't talk about right now, but I did start and finish Dispatch over the course of about 3 nights. I also started Lost Records Bloomin' Rage.
Okay.
It came out in February from Don't Nod. It's a Life is Strange type dealio.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm kind of doing a bit of a Game of the Year blitz, trying to get some last few things in there before I can make up my mind.
Fair. I think I also finished Dispatch this week. It took me 3 weeks. just here and there, just busy with things. Yeah, maybe the discussion will come another time. Leave a comment if you want us to go spoiler cast on Dispatch because there are lots of thoughts floating around, mostly positive. But yeah, I'd love to get like a big crew together to talk about all our experiences with that game. Yeah. Well, I just want to quickly mention that last Saturday, as mentioned in last week's episode, I went to the Vancouver Game Expo over at the Yaletown Community Center. A small little expo convention. Think of it like a very, very small PAX where lots of developers, mostly from the Vancouver area and surrounding areas, came and showed off their games. I am, at this moment, working on a bit of a vlog. I also don't vlog often, so I wasn't very good at recording it, but that's besides the point. I'm working on a video for us to go over, and maybe we can do a spoiler cast of my experience there another time. But overall, it was a really cool experience. Met a lot of my quote unquote favorite developers, like the Penguin developers were there.
Nice.
That was really cool. Saw a couple cool games that I'm really excited for. I can't wait to show you what they are, Jordan. And yeah, just got to see what is coming up in the next year about stuff that's just poking around town, more or less. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. I think the biggest name there was the developers for 1000X Resist were there.
Oh, yeah.
And For the King 2, which I saw in passing, but I didn't know it was like made kind of locally. That was pretty cool. A fun experience. So congrats to the team at, I believe it's Vancouver Game Connect. Congrats to the team there for putting it all together and making a really successful show. And I can't wait for the next one. I know it's a big ask, but I'd love to go to these every couple months.
Right on.
Yeah. We'll talk more about the Vancouver Game Expo another time. But today, we are going to make our predictions for Game of the Year, as well as all the other categories for the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley's Game Awards, taking place December 11th. A week from our recording today. We'll see how much we got right. Jordan is the Excel master and keeping track of, I guess, all our guesses.
That's right. That's right.
Why don't you explain what system you got going on?
All right. The system is pretty straightforward here. Last year, we did exactly the format of the Game Awards, just category by category, making our picks. I record each as we go. And then once the Game Awards happen, I tally it up. And then the following episode that we record, I will reveal the winner who had the most correct choices. Last year, I will remind everyone that, of course, the winner was moi by 1 point. I had exactly one more correct prediction than you did.
Yeah.
With a total of 12-1. Now, of course, these things are always tricky because, like, sometimes you just got to follow your heart. You got to pick the game you want to win, even if you know it's not going to win, or even if you suspect it's not. Regardless, there's strategy here. If you want to be the winner, maybe you just go for those ones. Now, this year, I've interspersed some fun topics in here, some questions that will function as bonus points for us.
Ooh.
So that should be
bonus
fun.
Categories, almost.
That's right. We're also going to skip a couple categories just because I don't think you and I have much to say about them. But I'm curious to see what conversation comes from these bonus rounds.
Right. So how this is going to work is I'm going to share my screen, or I'm going to tell production to share my screen. Just happens to also be
just radio go over to production.
And then we'll just go category by category. If you are watching along, maybe you can pick your guess as well and then see if we pick the same one, or let us know in the comments what you chose for each category as well. That'd be really fun.
Before we get into this category, which you have on the screen, which is fine, let's leave it up. The first question we're going to start with is a bonus question. Are you ready for it?
Was that the question?
That was not the question. The correct answer would be yes.
I'm ready for it. Yes,
okay.
I'm ready for it.
Our first question is, I want a number of how many Muppets we will see at Jeff Keighley's Game Awards 2025.
Okay. I'm going to say the standard amount. I'm going to say 2, and it's those 2 old guys.
I knew you would say that.
I don't know their names.
I knew you would say that. And if I had prepared more, I would have looked up their names because I do know their names. It's like Waldorf and something or something like that.
If only there's a way to find out.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fortunately, we can't.
Anyways, my pick is actually going to be 4.5. And the reason for that is because I think we're going to see... Hang on, as I Google their names. Waldorf Muppet. Let's see. I was right. It's Statler and Waldorf. There you go. I was half right on that. Okay,
I would have not got that.
So you're right. Statler and Waldorf will definitely be there. Now, we've also seen... Hang on 1 sec. I just want to make sure I'm correct on this. I believe we've seen Gonzo before. Yes, we've certainly seen Gonzo before. So I'm betting on Gonzo showing up as well. Now, there's 2 others that we've seen in the past, possibly. I believe we've seen Fozzie Bear as well.
Piggy?
We've probably seen Miss Piggy. That's a good call. Good call. But what I'm going for with the 0.5, I'm thinking Statler, Waldorf, Gonzo. We're going to see one that maybe I'm not going to predict because sometimes there's a random one in there. But the 0.5 is either going to be Rizzo the rat, who, of course, 0.5 just because he's small. He's rat sized. Or it's going to be the chickens that show up with Gonzo. So that is my 0.5. And now, technically, could you argue, well, it's still a whole Muppet, even if it's small? Yes, you could. But I'm counting those smaller category of Muppets as a 0.5. So I'm going 4.5.
Yeah, they're side characters. They're
Exactly.
like the extras in movies. If you don't get a line, you don't really count as an actor. So,
exactly.
Okay,
You know,
sure, I'll give it to you.
I think we've seen the Swedish Chef before, too. There's
Beaker.
Beaker's made an appearance before too, and the scientist. I don't know if he has a name other than the scientist, but
yeah, right. Okay, yeah.
Anyways, so I think we've seen a good number of them, but I'm betting 4.5 in this show. So
dang, okay, I don't know. You're kind of making me change my answer, but
there's
I
still
think
time.
I'll just say 2.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna stick with 2. I don't think it's a very big Muppet year. I don't think there's a movie coming out.
Let's just say Price is Right rules, closest without going over. So if it's 3,
sounds good.
I get it, but 3 or up to 4.5. Anyways, all right.
Sure, gotcha.
All right, now let's move on and get to the Game Awards. So, are you ready for the first category, audience? Yes, it sounds like they're ready. Okay.
Ready.
Would you like to go first? Or would you like me to go first?
Why don't I just read off what this category is
for
our audio listeners?
Absolutely.
So we're skipping some of the categories like best esports athlete, best esports game, because Overwatch isn't on there. No, because we don't have much to say about there. But also, yes,
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Right, I'm getting word from production. Yes, that is one. But we're going to start with most anticipated game and then kind of go upwards back through the other categories. So, most anticipated game. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. Basically, what game people are most excited for.
Yeah.
We got 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4.
Some stiff competition this year.
Yeah, I'd say everything's pretty close except for one.
And which one would you say that is?
Are we supposed to vote about? Are we choosing the one we think will win or the one that we would choose?
I mean, it's totally up to you. If you'd like me to go first, I will say this category is a personal pick for me. I'm going for my favorite, even though I think everyone knows what the answer is going to be, what the correct answer is going to be.
What's your pick? I'll let you go first.
My pick is Marvel's Wolverine. Oh! I do not care one modicum, 1 ounce about Grand Theft Auto.
Well then, I'm also picking Marvel's Wolverine.
Hooray!
Let's go! Because of Canadian representation.
Perfect. Now, if you click next category, it's going to go to the next one, and we're going backwards. So you don't actually have to cast a vote right now if you don't want. I think you just got to click previous.
I think it works. Yeah, I think I just got to exit. Oh.
No, then.
All right, well, this is not good.
Scroll down to the last one, and there you go.
You voted. All right, so we both picked Marvel's Wolverine. Cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I really thought you were going to go for the point and grab a Grand Theft Auto. Are you excited for Grand Theft Auto 6?
More in like a cultural way. Okay. More in like, oh, cool, everybody. It's like one of those games that unites all peoples. One of those events that unites all peoples.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think everybody will be trying it out at the same time. Everyone will be in discussion and have something to say about it. So I think that's pretty cool. That doesn't happen too often, especially to the scale of a GTA. Like there are children born after GTA 5 came out. I won't say they're old enough to buy GTA 6 yet, but they've definitely played it and are. So
good point.
But I want Marvel's Wolverine. I'm hoping to edge it up. But yes, we are playing for points, so I should figure that out. Awesome. Okay. Best adaptation, next category. Recognizing an outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adopts a video game to another entertainment medium. We got a Minecraft movie with a chicken jockey. Devil May Cry, right. Splinter Cell, Death Watch, The Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn.
How many of these have you seen?
1.
The Last of Us Season 2?
Yeah, I watched Last of Us. I kind of want to watch Until Dawn, but that kind of came out at a time We were like traveling, and then Minecraft movie. I feel like I watched the entire movie through TikTok clips and memes. I don't know about you.
Fair enough. No, I actually did sit down and watch the Minecraft movie. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I did.
And what'd you think? Does it beat The Last of Us season 2?
I mean, here's the thing. I was not very high on The Last of Us season 2. I think you want to talk production quality, Last of Us probably takes this, but like I'm giving it to Minecraft movie in this category.
Dang it! I'm also giving it to
All
Minecraft.
right.
No, I'll differentiate.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to Devil May Cry.
Okay. Fair enough.
I heard a lot of hubbub that it was quite good. Studio Mir, I forget what they did, but they're well known in the anime community. Is that the one that did Kill la Kill? Might be wrong.
I don't know.
Studio Mir. There's no way to find out.
Nope.
I'm voting Devil May Cry though.
All right.
Sweet.
Devil May Cry
Going
it
back.
is. Look at top middle. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh,
Perfect.
we figured it out.
And it lines up with my categories. We're good to go.
Next category is Best Multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massive multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. We got Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction.
All right,
And
you got to go first on
voting-
this one.
I'm voting for Peak.
All right. I was hoping you would.
I think that Peak is just the like it's so accessible. The concept is so straightforward. It's a very my type of game, I guess. But I also showed it to like my coworker, and she's like, "Oh, I get it." And she's not a gamer or anything. Like she's like, "Oh yeah, I get it. Help your friends."
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Jordan? What do you think?
Well, this was a tough one for me. I think a lot of people think that Split Fiction is going to take it just because of Hazelight Studios and Joseph Ferris' history with the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley, obviously. It Takes Two won Game of the Year. Was it last year or the year before that? I can't quite.
A couple of years ago.
Wait
now.
a second.
Yeah.
I have a spreadsheet
Like
right
2021. I think a while ago.
Astrobot was last year. Wow. That feels like ages ago. Okay, I was thinking it was like 2023. But anyways, you're right. It was probably longer than that. Anyways, point is, I think people think Split Fiction could take it. I wasn't super impressed with Split Fiction. Arc Raiders is actually where I want to vote. But I think people will not vote for Arc Raiders because they don't want to be claiming, they don't want to have the allegations thrown at them of recency bias. Exactly. So I'm casting my vote for Battlefield 6. I think it came out swinging. Okay. I think it made a big splash. It took a bite out of Call of Duty for the first time in a long time. And I think it's probably the one of these that was played by the most people and the most judges and voters.
Mm-hmm. People will hate vote for it just so it'll win something over Call of Duty. Well,
Call of Duty is not even nominated here, which is wild, right?
Yeah, true. It's like, what is it? Like the phenomenon when something, doesn't even get nominated, like a Disney movie or something. I'm going on a weird tangent. I don't have a point to. Let's move on.
All right. Let's jump ahead a couple categories, actually. We're going to go until we hit Best Family. And I mean, the Best Family is obviously the Schuster family, but Best Family Game, we shall find out.
Can't argue with that. Best Family for the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. We got Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. Is nepotism the right word when a couple of these things keep popping up? Nepo. Well, why don't you go first, Jordan? You're the one with I guess, what this category is for.
I mean, and it's interesting for me because this category is always an odd one where it's like, you know, people always dub it the Nintendo category because generally speaking, Nintendo games appeal to are family friendly, I'll say. But to me, like a family game should be more about a game that you play with the family. And like Donkey Kong Bonanza, I don't know that that's really a game you play with anyone. I think it does actually have a shared controller mode where someone can, be pulling on your back. I don't know, throwing eggs or something. Music. I don't know. I didn't
I
play
think
it.
it's like you shoot voices,
Yeah, you shoot
something,
notes,
speech
music.
bubbles.
Yeah,
Yeah, something
exactly.
like that.
Anyways, I'm highly educated on this game. Clearly, I think my pick is going to go to Mario Kart World, and this really comes down to mass appeal. This comes down to Mario Kart being a system seller. This comes down to the Switch 2 launching with the Mario Kart, and it being the sort of first open world, air quotes, Mario Kart and everything. So I think I'm going to give it to Mario Kart. The flip side of that is, again, we talk about Split Fiction, but Split Fiction obviously is actually a little more adult. I have played some of Split Fiction, and I mean, whatever. People swear, but like, I don't know that it necessarily fits into this category because of some of the language used in it. It's not like they're dropping F-bombs left, right, and center, but I still think that you're not, most people aren't going to be playing that with a kid who's under, I don't know, 7 to 10, depending on your proclivities. So I'm giving it to Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's actually such a good point because family to you is different than what family is to me.
Totally.
And then like family to me is like, yeah, me and my wife have been playing Split Fiction, but we just don't think it's that good of a game. So we're not gonna vote for it. But I think my vote has to go to Lego Party. Just
Nice.
because I haven't played it yet. It's on my like if I had $100 to spend on a game this holiday, it's between Lego Party and maybe a Kirby game. I've been craving a Kirby game for some reason, but probably
Nice.
Lego Party because we just love Mario Party so much. Like when friends and family come over, it's so easy to start it and get going. So if Lego Party is anything like Mario Party, which it sounds like it is, I think that one appeals to families of all ages.
Nice.
Hopefully.
And from what I've seen, it's a good pick. I also haven't played it, but I've watched some streamers play it, and people actually seem to really enjoy it.
Having fun in games, that's crazy.
Absolutely. Now we're going to jump ahead another category. If you'd like to pause on this next one, you absolutely can. I didn't have anything to say about it, so it is best fighting game. Yeah.
I'm going to give it to... Gosh, yeah.
I know.
I hear nothing about 2XKO.
And 2XKO is
in take over.
alpha, isn't it? Or early access?
It's like an open, early access kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I have not heard anybody talk about it.
No, me neither. That's kind of why I kind of jumped over this one because, again, I don't know if I said it for the audio listeners, but this is best fighting game. The nominees are 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. And I'm just like, I look at these and it's like, you've got Capcom, which is big in the fighting game scene. You've got Mortal Kombat. Those are probably two of the biggest properties. And I don't think I heard a thing about any of these. I mean, Virtua Fighter's big too, obviously. In terms of the fighting game scene, Fatal Fury's big too, and 2XKO's hotly anticipated. But I just don't remember hearing anything about any of these this year. So that's why I'm kind of like, given I also haven't played a single one of these, nor do I have any interest in it, I was a little bit like, I'm going to skip over this category.
Sure. I mean, everyone's just waiting for Tokan next year.
So true. Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Capcom.
All right.
I think just name recognition. Next category, do I keep going? Or are we
Best RPG, let's do it.
Oh, hey, Monster Hunter? Okay, best RPG for the best game design with rich player character customization, progression, massively multiplayer experiences. We got Avowed. We got Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2. We did get another Wilds Worlds situation. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's true. So I'd like to know where you go on this. I believe you've played 2 of these?
I have played, Monster Hunter Wilds and Clair Obscur. If I had to pick one, it's actually tough. Because it's like, they're RPGs, but they're not, you don't play them the same at all. And you could say that about all of them. If I had to pick one that really impressed me, though, it definitely is Clair Obscur. And that'll be my vote as well. I think that just the star power, the production, the art style, graphics, sound, everything is just like so enjoyable. Now, I haven't finished the game. It's one of my biggest regrets of the year. But I feel like I've played enough of it to like know like spoiler alert, I think this game is going to sweep
Okay.
the awards this year. But yeah, Clair Obscur. Monster Hunter Wilds is just more better Monster Hunter. So yeah.
Well, I'm giving this one to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And
That's another big one, yeah.
That was another big one. I think, sorry, as I try to rate the words Kingdom Come while I talk, I'm getting it all jumbled up. There we go. The big thing for me with Kingdom Come Deliverance is everyone who plays this game raves about this game. I think we talked about this maybe last week, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But the big thing is, as you mentioned, I think everyone was so taken by Clair Obscur this year. It's nominated for so many of these categories. I think this is where they give it to Kingdom Come Deliverance. I think people want to give it its flowers and reward it for being the awesome game it is. And I mean, spoilers, a couple of these other categories, I think Clair Obscur is going to pick it up in other categories. So I think Kingdom Come gets its comeuppance here.
Is that, I know people like to use that logic to like give ones and twos to everything, but was there ever, and I'm sure there's some way to go back and look at like each year and see, like, I wonder if that's an actual pattern that like so-and-so is clearly going to clear it here. Right. So let's give this category to over there. I really wonder if that's like a thing. But I mean, if the people voting are thinking about it, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing for me is like, you know, like I said, sometimes I will pick a personal pick on these categories where I'm just like, yeah, I know this isn't going to win, but I want it to, so I'm picking it. But I put myself in the judges' shoes, right? The people casting these votes work at outlets and media and games industry, whatever. To me, if I'm thinking this way, why wouldn't they be, right? Why wouldn't they be looking at Game of the Year and saying, yeah, Kingdom Come is nominated here. So is Clair Obscur. I'm giving it to Clair Obscur. But I'm doing that because I know Kingdom Come is also nominated for Best RPG. So I'll give it to them there, right? That's kind of how I see it. So I have to assume people do that. But
I agree. You made a good enough argument there.
Fair enough.
Case. All right, next category.
Now, before we jump to the next you can stay on it. It's fine.
All right.
Before we talk about the next category, I want to know who, give me one, because there may be more than one, but I want to know one celebrity guest appearance that shows up. And I'm going to go not out on a limb really here, but I'm going to say people like Troy Baker, Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, a lot of these big voice actors and names in games, I'm going to say they don't count, but only because they have a history with the Game Awards. I'm not saying they are any lesser than or anything like that, but I'm talking Al Pacino coming out on stage, Keanu Reeves coming out on stage, Idris Elba,
like movie
things
stars,
like this. Yeah.
Like outside the industry.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a fun one. Am I allowed to repeat?
Sure.
Celebrity guests? I had a couple before. But I think it'd be more fun if I pick somebody who hasn't been there before.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to think about what. It's also tough because they always tie it to like some game that we might not even know yet.
That's true.
But I'm gonna pick what I know.
All right.
I feel like it's about time.
It's about downtime. It's
I'm
Lizzo.
thinking Fortnite.
Okay.
Well, that's a good one, actually.
Thanks.
I'm thinking Fortnite. I'm thinking what new festival season do they want to push? They already had so many big hitters on the festival, but who haven't they had yet?
Homer Simpson walking out on stage.
Whoa, that'd be freaky. A real one? Not even a hologram? What music artist is like kind of about to blow up?
Now, this is funny because my pick is a musical artist. And I didn't expect you to go for musical artists, but you can, by all means.
All right. I'm between.
We're just very
I'm looking up my Spotify right now.
Yeah, do it. Taylor Swift walking out on stage.
Well, my dream pick would be like Sabrina Carpenter doing something game related, but she's already been in Fortnite Festival.
Before, yeah.
My second pick would be our hometown hero, Tate McRae. Seeing if.
What are you talking about? Your hometown hero?
It's close enough, you know?
She's from Calgary. She's my hometown hero, and I don't like her either.
All right, sorry for taking... You don't like her, damn.
I don't like her music, I'll say.
Oh, I got it. I know.
Okay, let's hear it.
All the girls in KATSEYE are going to be at Game Awards, and they're going to get a whole season to
KATSEYE.
Fortnite Festival.
Okay.
They're all going to be skins. That'd be crazy. And then
Yeah.
because their world tour is going, or not world tour, a tour is going on right now
Okay.
across North America. So
Right.
KATSEYE.
Awesome.
KATSEYE next week. Where are they next week? They're actually in. They're in Seattle next week. I know this because I have a friend going and I want to get merch. So they're on the right side of the continent here. Am I going? No. I was like, they only have 10 songs. I'm not paying for that. And I started seeing concert videos. I'm like,
you're like, gosh,
I should have at least bought the tickets and change my mind later.
Yeah.
Yeah, the KATSEYE girls.
Cool. That's a great pick. And before I go into mine, I'm going to tell a story about KATSEYE. So the funny thing about KATSEYE for me is my daughter, again, 7 years old now, but this must have been when she was probably 6. It wasn't that long ago, maybe 6-8 months ago. Maybe it was in the summer kind of thing. She comes home from school one day and she's telling me about this game that her friend plays called Toca Boca. That's right.
Okay.
Total nonsense words. Toca Boca. And for the life of me, I'm like, girl, I have no idea the words that you are saying. And she's like, I want to play it. And I'm like, I don't know how to look up words that I don't know. So I literally sounded it out, just, TOCABOKA, and hit search on the App Store. The game is called Toca Boca. There it is. So download Toca Boca. And it's this little, like, kind of, My Sims style, like 2D. Hey, you're navigating your character, but it's a bunch of different characters. You can move them around the screen. You can dress them up, whatever. Totally fine. You get like a house and there's a music player and she like hits play on this music player and it starts playing this music. And I'm like, whatever, sitting in the living room or sitting in the kitchen eating some lunch and she's on the couch playing. And I'm like, this music is kind of good. And I'm like, why does it seem like such good quality for this weird, 5 to 10-year-old Toca Boca game? And I go over and she's like, Dad, can I listen to this music not in the game? And I pull up my phone and I do, I Shazam it. And it's this group called KATSEYE. And I'm like, huh. So I Googled them and I'm like, this is a legit like K-pop band. And I'm like, this is kind of good. And so then sure enough, we're driving places. We're listening to KATSEYE in the car. And before I know it, like, I know some of the lyrics to some of their songs and everything. And then fast forward 6 to 8 more months, and here we are in the present, and suddenly I'm seeing KATSEYE everywhere, and they're big, and I'm a little bit like, was Toca Boca cutting edge? Like, was that their first release? Like, I'm pretty sure they'd been around for a while before that, but somehow they got their music in this game, and it was good. So, anyways, that's my Toca Boca.
I'm looking at Toca Boca, kind of cute.
It is. I mean, it's, and for the free iPad games that she plays, one of the better ones. I'll say that much. One of the
the KATSEYE lore goes deep. Did you know there's a whole Netflix reality show that led up to their group forming?
I feel like
it's
I read that.
It's Dream Academy or something, but I haven't watched it. But it was literally like a reality show competition of them forming the 6 or 7 girls in this group. And I'm like, that's fascinating. I have another buddy who followed along with it. And then learned about it. And now all the girls that got rejected are forming their own group under a different label. It's wild.
The cat's ears.
This is
the cat's ass.
Dog.
Sorry.
Dog ass. All right. Anyways, yeah, KATSEYE. If they're at Game Awards, that'd be cool. But who's your pick?
That's a great pick. My pick, the greatest. I pick Balrog in the new Street Fighter movie himself. It's your boy, Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent, walks out on stage. Yeah. That is what I'm hoping for. If we see 50 Cent at the Game Awards, I will lose my mind.
LB's jacked. Is it because, he goes...
He's never not jacked.
He could be like in his prime, like during the Candy Shop cover.
Bulletproof.
I'm just picturing that. He's like, Bulletproof. Yeah,
Bulletproof era 50 Cent. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm hoping for.
I'm into it.
I would love to see 50 Cent walk out. Yeah. There you go. That's my pick. Now, back to the categories. Does this relate
to Best Action Adventure?
It doesn't, but the next category is Best Action Adventure for the Best Action Adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. And your nominees are Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight Silksong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah. Let's see. Best action game. Glad Indiana Jones got a nom. I know that it came out pretty late. It's actually on my bucket list as well to play it eventually one day. I'm not in a rush. But bum bum bum. I mean, I only played one of these games on the list, and that was Silk Song, and I didn't even finish it because it was too hard. Where's Hades 2 on this list? I thought that would be on here as well.
It's coming.
Because I would have voted for that. I'm gonna give it to Hollow Knight. I think
Okay.
it's an industry darling, so it's got to win. It's got to win something. I don't know if it'll win Game of the Year because I have my pick locked in for that. But Hollow Knight.
Okay.
What about you?
I think that's a fantastic pick. And obviously, like, probably my favorite on the list here. I think you might be right. I'm giving it to Ghost of Yote because I want Ghost of Yote to win a category. And I don't know that it will win. It's nominated for a couple, but it's there. Man, this was a good year in gaming. There's some stiff competition. So I don't know that Ghost will win any other category, but I think perhaps it gets this one. So I'm giving it to Ghost.
I give it to it. I liked your episode on that, by the way.
And thank you.
With Josh.
Thank you.
That was very cool.
That was a very fun episode.
Let's do it in Japan, which is crazy.
yeah, that was cool. That was good.
Wow,
timing.
it's like I'm there.
Yeah. And the other thing about Ghost of Yote is, like, obviously we've been building our personal game of the year, top 10 game of the year lists for possibly some upcoming content we'll be doing. In building my list, it had been a little while since I played Ghost, and I was feeling a little over it. I had tried to return to Ghost and I couldn't get into it. And then I played Dispatch. Loved Dispatch. And then last night I played Ghost of Yote again. And I was like, man, this game still rocks. So I'm high on Ghost of Yote again. So anyways, I'm hoping it wins something. But
I like it. Okay, cool.
Let's fly through some of these. Let's hit up action game next.
Best action game. For the best game with an action focus primarily on combat. All right. I understand. We got Battlefield 6. We got Doom: The Dark Ages. Hades 2. There it is. Ninja Gaiden 4 and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Now, hold on. What was the other one called? Best Action Adventure. This one's just best action game.
Yep.
Sure. One of those.
Yep.
I'm going to give it to Hades 2. That's a game
you would.
That's a game I wish I spent way more time on. It came out the day I left for Japan, and then played it the entire plane ride. Played it here and there, like at the beginning of my trip, but after that, I'm like on vacation. I shouldn't be playing too many games. But yeah, I adore everything about it. It's like one of the games that is intimidating because it's hard, but then every time you play, you're like just naturally getting better at it, and you're finding ways to get better at it. So it's a game I'm like, I don't know if it's making me feel impressed with myself, but I'm like, ooh, I still got it. After getting my like butt kicked in by Silk, I'm like, I'm too old for this.
Awesome. My pick is actually going to Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Okay.
And a lot of that comes down to, I heard really great things about Shinobi. It is one that I have considered picking up before Game of the Year stuff. I just don't know if I have the time to get through it. But I worry that Hades 2 is going to get a little left behind just because it's more Hades, which is great, more perfection, a lot of people would say. It does improve some things, change some things, but at the same time, it was also in early access for a long time. And although, sure, that showed people, hey, this game is still great, and yeah, you probably want to play this one as well, I just don't know if it was as impressive as the first go around, which there's another game that is kind of in the back of my brain that I feel like people felt kind of similarly about. Might be Ghost of Yote, where it was like people are less impressed with the second one because it's more of the same. It might be the same but better, but it's still more of that core that made the first one great. So anyways, that's my pick.
Fair. Yeah. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Next category.
We're going to skip the next two.
All right. VR, AR. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I've come to terms that maybe VR is not for me. Best mobile game. The horse game, I believe, is going to win.
It's there.
Maybe Sonic Rumble.
Umasume.
Once. Uma Musume.
Now here we go.
Best debut indie game. Best debut
now we're
indie
cooking.
game for the For the best debut game created by a new independent studio, we got Blueprints. I'll shout out the studios too. Dogu Bomb and Raw Fury, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Sandfall Interactive and Kepler Interactive, Despelote, Cordero, Sebastian Valbuena, and Panic. My apologies for butchering the names. And Dispatch from Ad Hoc Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, why don't you start us off?
Well, my vote is going all over Dispatch for this. I have been left thoroughly impressed with Dispatch, and I think most people have been as well. I think it's proven how episodic video gaming can work. I personally didn't play it episodic. I bought the full game when it was all out, and I just played through it all, and I loved it, and I loved how it broke things up, and I knew exactly where I needed to stop and take a break and things like that. But also just the animation style, the quality behind this. I know people have said that, maybe the gameplay isn't their favorite. I personally loved dispatching. I actually really loved the sim nature of it and how it was easy enough that you could get in, you could understand it, and you could mess things up pretty bad and I think still come out on top. Now, maybe I'm just decent at it. I didn't find it that hard. And I do wonder, if you fail a lot, is there a fail state, or does it kick you out? Does it change things that happen? I don't know. But that's kind of another one of the fun aspects of this game, is the choice behind it and the decisions you're making and everything. So anyways, I love Dispatch. So I'm voting for Dispatch.
I echo everything you said. Like even with the dispatching, I didn't mind it. But I'm voting Dispatch too. I think they created a world that was so interesting, and I can't wait to see where this entire world
that's a great point.
goes and like all that. So I'm excited to see like where Dispatch is. Now, not sure if this is spoilers, but look at this art. I don't recognize this scene. Where did this come from? Did he change something in post?
Interesting. Yeah, and you know what? I've actually come across that before and thought the same. I'm pretty sure that's the like cover art on PlayStation. When you hover over the little tile, it like that is what you're looking at, is this scene of them peeing at the urinals. I think that's Royd, which does happen very early in the game, but he's like
but that's not
colored like he's a demon or something. And I'm very much like,
so I wonder if there's some art changes later down the line.
I think there must have been, but anyways,
cool. Or we got some ending that we didn't get. Spoilers.
Perhaps hinting at something in the future, maybe. I don't know.
Imagine if they announced like episode 9 at the Game Awards.
Oh,
that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
Episode 0, and it's a prequel about how Darth Vader came to. No, I'm just.
My gosh. Best independent game, so different from best debut indie. For outstanding technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system, Absolum, we got Ball Pit, Blueprints, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 again, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silk Song. I'm more of an indie head. I actually played almost all these games on here.
Did you?
Yeah, except for Absolum.
Okay.
Yeah, I put some hours into Ball Pit.
Wow, good job.
Like just a couple nights ago. Oh, Jordan, if I had more time, I'd just let that consume me, but I got to do my homework. Yeah, oh my gosh, this is a tough category. If I had to be objective and pick one, it would be Clair Obscur Expedition 33 for best independent game, because it's cheating a little bit. You got like professional actors in it.
Yeah,
it's not that the budget on that one's definitely a little higher. If I had to pick with my heart, it's probably between Hades or Ball Pit.
Okay.
Ball Pit, I'll see if it sticks all the way to the end. But right now, I'm kind of loving the entire concept. I'm picking... Okay, for my vote, I'm going to pick Clair.
Okay.
For our little tracking, because I'm pretty sure that one will win.
Okay,
fair. But I'll pick Ball Pit in my heart, in my pit.
In your pit. Your pit tells you it's the ball. Yeah.
Yep, the ball in my pit.
Well, as much as I love balls and pits, my pick is actually for Blueprints. I think this is where Blueprints gets its flowers. Now, I will be the first person. If there are no haters of Blueprints, I am dead. I did not really
Wait,
like
what?
Blueprints.
I also refunded it.
You refunded it? Wow.
Yeah, did I not say?
No, I don't think you said that.
Oh, okay.
I probably spent, I should check my game clock on this game. I'm fairly confident I spent about 40 hours in Blueprints.
Wow.
And I didn't really like it. No, like that's a really odd statement, because it's like, why did I spend so much time in that game? Why did I scratch my brain and poke and prod at this game? And it's because of the mystery and the intrigue behind it all. And I can understand why people do love it. It is just so not the type of game that my brain works with. I could talk a lot more about this game, and I'm just not going to, because, again, I get it and I see what's there. It's just not for me. But I do think that enough people really enjoyed this game, and it did come out of relative nowhere, that I think this is where it gets its flowers, because in the categories it was nominated for, I think this one just makes the most sense. Now, this does mean that my darling Hollow Knight Silksong is probably not winning anything, which makes me very sad, because I loved Silksong. So, anyways, next category.
Doom, 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 doom. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. This one's kind of easy for me. It's got to be Fortnite.
I want to actually, here, I'm just going to check real quick. Check the old spreadsheet community support. You and I both picked Helldivers 2 last year, and Baldur's Gate 3 won, which kind of surprises me.
Yeah. Did they even have an update this year? I think they had one, which is like...
Yeah, they did. I think they put out their final one.
Even on here. Sure.
I think the game has had ongoing support, which is why people appreciate it. I guess, sorry, did I cut you off before you even read the nominees?
Well, I did. Well, that's my fault. I already picked one. Nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. It's the same peanut gallery every time.
And that's a little bit how I feel as well. I'm going to give it to Fortnite as well. Just, I don't really know if I think it'll win, but again, I'm just a little bit like, it's the same stuff. So I'm a little bit disappointed in this category, honestly. But that's okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like if they were to put parameters on this, like, it should be like a game released in the last 1 to maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
And then seeing that like cycle and how responsive they are now. It's hard to say, because like development cycles are tough like that. But a lot of these games are established like tent poles, and they have a process that can just kind of make the game keep living on forever. Just talking about Fortnite, I guess.
You know what? I'm changing my vote. I'm going to vote for Helldivers 2. Simply because I took a peek at the upcoming category, and the next category is best ongoing. And I'm like,
what the heck?
And so I kind of roll my eyes at that. But before we get there, let's talk about who's going to make an appearance at this Game Awards. Not a celebrity this time. This time I want to know about a studio lead, president, that kind of thing. Who do you think we see? Is Team Cherry of Hollow Knight Silksong fame going to walk out on stage, or whoever leads them?
Can I say Jeff Keighley? No. Okay.
We know he'll be there.
Let's see. Like out there giving a presentation or presenting an award, right?
I will say it doesn't have to be giving a presentation, but they're out there for a reason, let's say. Maybe they're unveiling something new, or they're talking about a game that came out this year from their studio.
The timing is right. The stars are aligning. There's been murmurs in the basement. It murmurs among the folk. Aaron Keller from Overwatch 2 will be there to talk about their plans for 2026.
Okay.
10th anniversary, 10 years since they've won Game of the Year.
No kidding. That's a good poll. I wish I had thought of that.
Clip that out. I'm gonna clip that out.
You sure are. You better. That's a good poll. I hope that's the case. I'd love to hear some new Overwatch news. Give me that single player. Anyway, that's never happening. But very cool. I like that.
Who's your guess?
My guess is
guess.
My guess is an easy one because he probably shows up at every single Game Awards. It's Todd Howard of Bethesda fame.
Sure, yeah.
A safe pick for sure, but I think they've got more to say about Skyrim. Not Skyrim, sorry. Elder Scrolls. What are we at? 6? Skyrim was 5. So I think it's time. I think they're going to. I don't know if they'll show anything still. I think he'll mention it, though. I think he will say, we're hard at work on the next entry in the Elder Scrolls, which like we've known for 5 years at this point.
Yeah, it is.
But, you know, they're done with Starfield at this point. They're kind of all in on Fallout 76, which is an odd choice. Maybe they could announce a new Fallout, but just with the Fallout fervor at an all-time high kind of thing, season 2 coming out. But I think Todd Howard's there, and I think he's there to tantalize us with some Elder Scrolls talk.
Sounds good.
Now let's see.
Next.
Best ongoing
game. Thanks. Best ongoing, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky. One of these things is not like the other. But by other, I mean the previous category.
Yeah. And one of these things actually came out within a calendar year.
Yeah. So it's like you're still in your release year, I guess. No. On the end of the player experience over time. I'm just gonna give it to Fortnite again.
Okay.
I think was it this past year or was it last year where they did that thing where they're like, we're doing a Lego mode, we're doing racing, we're doing music.
I think that was last year.
That might be.
I think that came out last year. Yeah, but
hey, that's
regardless,
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm voting Fortnite.
Fair enough. I'm voting Marvel Rivals this category. I think Marvel Rivals kind of missed out last year because it did come out late in the season. I think it actually came out after Game Awards even.
Yeah.
It was like December 17th or something wild. And you and I played that for a solid 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, maybe we go on.
I remember in one of our first episodes of the year, like maybe in February or something, we were talking about doing a checkup on Marvel Rivals because both of us were already kind of like, I'm not that interested now. And I don't think either of us have gone back. So anyways.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Marvel Rivals though, because I know it has continued on throughout the year. I know it has its fan base, and I love watching it.
Still a stunning game to watch, to look at, and it is a fun game to play. It's just kind of missing a certain something, but yeah, very amazing art style, and
totally
the rate they're pumping out like heroes and maps and stuff is really impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Next category,
please.
See if we can blitz through some of them.
We can get through some of these quickly.
For impact. Provoking games with a pro-social meaning or message: Consumi, Despelote, Lost Records, South of Midnight, and Wanderstop. My vote, Consumi.
I knew it would be.
By Jenny. Man, this game's sticking with me. I think I still have to play it a second time, but like, it is such a me game, and I love it. What about you, Jordan?
My vote goes to Despelote, and that's mostly based on what I've heard about it. I have not played any of these. I just mentioned at the top of the show I started Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. Other than that, I have not played any of these, and I don't think Lost Records really needs to be in this category. I don't think it really, from what I've heard,
haven't felt the impact yet.
It's not really an impact type game. I think the other ones in this category are possibly more deserving in a way.
Okay. Next category, innovation in accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, tech, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
Now, I do have this one marked as potentially we can skip it because I don't think this is a category that either of us are too knowledgeable on. If you'd like to talk about it, we certainly can. I think it's a good category to have in the Game Awards, and I love seeing it every year. It's just for me personally, I don't find myself using many accessibility settings in games. Although, man, I wouldn't have beat Hollow Knight if you hadn't told me to turn off screen shake.
That wasn't that on.
That was amazing. Regardless, the point is, I think there are more qualified people to talk about this than me, and I'm not too familiar with any of the games either. So.
I will say we can skip it, but the fact that all these games that you got nominated for this category, good job.
Yes.
Thank you for doing what you do.
You're the real winners.
Category Best Performance, awarded to an individual for voice acting, emotion, and or performance capture. You got Ben Starr in Expedition 33, Charlie Cox in Expedition 33, Erika Ishii in Ghost of Yote, Jennifer English in Expedition 33, Konatsu Kato for Silent Hill F, and Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Indy himself.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tricky one because, like, I've seen comments online that Charlie Cox is like, I just did the voice. Like, I didn't do the motion capture, the acting part.
He's given all his
Probably
credit
even the
away.
facial expression. Yeah. So I'm like, that's very honorable.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Now,
Trying to remember.
do you know who Jennifer English plays? Is she Mael?
She's Marielle or she's the black-haired lady.
That you mean the foot lady?
Yeah, the foot lady. Whose name
Luna. Lune.
Lune. Yes. Yeah. It's either her. Actually, maybe Mael. Let's do a quick Google.
I'm sure.
Jennifer English, Claire Obscure. Oh yeah, Mael. You're right. I'm gonna give it to her. I think she's great at playing like someone who is, of course, I haven't finished the game, but like her story arc is quite interesting. So I'll give it to Jennifer English.
From the playthroughs I have watched, and I have not watched most of it by any means, I'm giving it to Jennifer English as well.
Excellent. We were in agreement.
I did also consider Charlie Cox as the celebrity appearance, but 50 Cent is more fun.
I think Charlie Cox would be there. I don't know. I guess it's a bit of a trek for him.
True.
Next category.
Now, we're coming up to the audio ones. This is Best Audio Design. The next category after that is Best Score and Music. If you'd like to skip either of these, I mean, we could. Scores this year have been pretty banger. And audio design, I would argue, also pretty banger. So it's up to you.
Let's do them. Let's do them quick.
Okay.
Best audio design, best in-game audio and sound design. We got Battlefield 6, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, and Silent Hill F. This is the one category I'm going to give to Battlefield 6.
Okay, the shooty shoots, eh?
Yeah, there is, I don't know, nor Claire Obscure, because a lot of that game is like listening to cues and timing and stuff. But I'd say for Battlefield, it's just like having worked a little bit in sound design.
Right.
It's like a lot of the time when you hear a gunshot whiz by you far away, they actually really did shoot a gun far away, and then having to technically put that in the game and play the right time. It's interesting. Yeah, Battlefield 6.
Cool.
I only played the Battle Royale mode, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds legit. Not that I've been on Warzone or anything. What about you, Jordan?
I'm going to give it to Silent Hill F. And that's because the fact that a horror game was nominated for this category, to me, speaks volumes about the quality behind it. Because everyone knows horror is about tension, it's about atmosphere, and one of the big ways you build that atmosphere is through audio design. And I think this is also a good one to illustrate the difference between score and music and audio design, because score and music is obviously the soundtrack to the game, whereas audio design is about the things that are going on and happening around you. Now, I do think Battlefield 6 is actually a good pull for that as well. Just like, the Call of Duty games, they always have a focus on that kind of thing too. But I'm giving it to Silent Hill F.
Like similar, best score and music for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silksong, Darren Korb for Hades 2, Lorien Testard for Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Tomo Otoa for Ghost of Yote, and Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. I don't know. That was a tough one for me.
You know what? I'm going to help you out and tell you I lied earlier. I'm giving this one to Hollow Knight because the soundtrack to Hollow Knight is way more intense and way better than it has any right to be. Those boss fights, and when the music drops in that game, it just catches you off guard. And you're like, why is this cartoonish bug just having to fight for its life right now? So I'm giving this one to Silksong. I said it wasn't going to win any categories, but I'm giving it to this one.
I mean, similar reasoning, but I'm going to give it to Hades too, because those boss fights are really intense, and Yeah, the themes are actually quite memorable as well. Probably because I die a lot and I go back and I fight it again. So I'm gonna minute to Hades too.
All right. Now, as we move on to the next category, I have another question for you.
Bonus question. Okay.
I'd like to know some other medium announcement. So not games. I want to know a music announcement, a movie, a TV show, clothing, some other crossover that is going to make an appearance at this show. Could be a marketing deal. Could be the Schick Hydro Man again.
Yeah.
I recently saw at the Overwatch World Champion Series, they had a DHL man, like DHL, the delivery company. There's like a big robot of him. So something like that.
Interesting.
What do you got?
Okay.
Other medium announcement.
I'm feeling TV.
Okay.
I'm feeling something TV. Oh, I know. We're going to get some sort of update on the Jordan Peele Hideo Kojima project. And it is going to be like I forget if that one's the one tied to OD, but we're going to get like a TV show version of OD.
Okay.
Or a movie version.
And
that's what Jordan Peele's been doing this whole time.
Very nice. I can dig that. My prediction is that we're going to get a Death Stranding 2 shoe collaboration. I don't know if it's Nike. I don't think they can get Nike. I'm thinking like maybe a Puma or something like that shows up.
Something Japanese for sure.
With Death Stranding 2 shoes.
Cool.
There it is.
Yeah. One black, one white shoe.
That's right. Yeah. One pea yellow shoe. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah.
For the BB. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See-through shoe. You can just see some of the dogs on there.
No, you're not wearing socks today. The art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation.
Oh, that's
fair score.
Stiff.
Expedition 33. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silk Song. We're like getting to the top. You're seeing a couple of repeats.
Yes, we are.
If I had to pick one, Hades 2.
Okay.
I think lots of great art in there. Was it art style? Yeah. I think Hades 2. I'll also give it to that because even though everything's so detailed and intricate, you can always tell what's going on in that game.
Nice.
So everything's got its own like shape and color, so you kind of know where things are. It does get messy, but it is what it is. Hades 2.
The one thing I'll say about Hades 2 is that I'm looking forward to it coming to PlayStation because I will play it when it does.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, I will miss out. My pick is Claire Obscure. And I think this is where Claire Obscure starts to pick up steam, and this is where they start to clean up. So,
I did say I think Claire Obscure was going to sweep at the beginning of the episode, so it should be getting more. But yeah, good pick. Next category: best narrative, outstanding story and narrative narrative development in a game. Ugh, these are all bangers. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F. I only played one of these, though, as I say that. And it's got to be Claire Obscure. Spoilers for the first 30 minutes. It's a tearjerker. So.
I'm also choosing Claire Obscure. Like I said, I think this is where Claire Obscure starts to pick up steam and really just cleans up. So
this is when all the devs are like, don't even get too comfortable in our seat.
Yeah.
We're gonna get up. Next category, best game direction. We're nearing the end here. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sure am.
Claire Obscure.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm picking.
Yeah.
I just, again, these are all such good picks for all of these categories, these final categories. But I'm just like, I think with the impact Claire Obscure had, because it is the first entry in the series, I think that's where it outshines all of these other choices. Death Stranding 2, sequel. Ghost of Yote, sequel. Hades 2, sequel. Split Fiction, called a spiritual successor. Not quite a sequel, but builds on the things they did in the last game. And 100%. Because of that, I just think that Claire Obscure is going to take so many of these categories.
100%. Can't agree more.
Now, before we get to the big one, it's okay. You can
leave it up.
This is your time to shine. This is your time to give me any prediction you might have, preferably game related. What are you hoping to see? What are you wishing will be there other than 50 Cent or KATSEYE? What is your dream announcement here?
Okay, I'm thinking of a game. Thinking of a game that I really want.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking of, I know we're getting a new Pokemon next year. It's going to be announced
Gen
at Pokemon
10.
Day, so it wouldn't be here. It's
Okay.
not going to be
Okay.
at this one.
Nope. Cross that off.
Can't be Pokemon. I was going to say all the consoles get cheaper.
That's the real dream.
Yeah, man, this is a loaded question. Okay, I'm thinking of a new game
New game.
that can be played on my phone, my Switch, my PC.
Okay.
All, I guess, cross save is the word. Kind of like a Fortnite cross progression.
Okay.
And this game can be played with one hand because I can play it at work. I can play it on the computer while watching TV.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, am I just asking for another card game? And this game will be multiplayer and competitive.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. Will it be tied to an IP? Do I just want Marvel Snap again? I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. I'll clear my answer. It was a little bit of a brainstorming session.
I mean, that's okay. I love the bullet points.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer game. Doesn't have to be a card game, but multiplayer, cross progression. You can play it with one hand, and it's quick. Basically, like a good. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I narrowed it down.
Here we go.
Second Dinner, the studio that made Marvel Snap, announces their game, and it takes everything they learned from Hearthstone and Marvel Snap without all the monetization BS.
There it is. Yeah.
All right. Maybe, take some Clash Royale into it. That's fine. I know it's a good game.
I have written down your prediction as Second Dinner, new game. Does that sound okay? All right.
That actually is fantastic.
Okay. Awesome. I love it. We got there eventually. That's okay. This is that's the point, right? This is unexpected. We don't want people to expect these things. Now, I love that pick. That's a good one. That is, I'd say there's a chance it happens, right? Marvel Snap's been out for a few years now. Maybe that guy who used to do the videos and talk about it, maybe he's ready to move on to something new. I don't know.
They did say that they were, Ben Bro, they did say that they are working on their new
did they?
project. Yeah. But the thing is, they also worked on Marvel Snap for like almost 6 years before they brought that to market. They got a lot of good funding from like VCs and everything because of their pedigree and the Marvel backing. But so I hope they don't take as long for their second game because now they have an actual studio and processes and stuff. But I like their game design. It's just the monetization.
Yeah.
Gets tricky, but pay the bills. So
fair enough.
Somebody's got to pay the bills.
Fair enough. Okay. My wild card pick. Maybe not so wild card. Like mine's definitely more obvious than yours, but I do still feel it's pie in the sky because anytime someone brings this up, it is not ever there. And that's Kingdom Hearts 4, baby. We're getting Kingdom Hearts 4.
That's good.
But we're not just getting another logo. We're not just getting a weird gameplay clip that like they did last time. We're getting the full reveal of Kingdom Hearts 4. And it's going to end.
Story.
We're going to get some story. We're going to get some Sora. We're going to get some Riku. We're going to get I Dream at night on a black screen and fading away. And we're going to, and we're going
text.
And
some sparkly text.
That's right. And a female voice going, Sora. And it's going to end. Fade to black.
Wait, tell me the lightsaber. Yeah. Tell me the lightsaber.
And then it's going to end. And it's going to say 2026. And that's the reveal of Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah. And we're finally getting Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts. And
heck yeah.
The other half of that I was a little uncertain about how to work in there is Marvel. I don't think you reveal both at the same time, but I think they will then have a blowout, happen shortly after this major press release. And that's where you'll get the rest of the details. But they end the trailer with that. I got chills just describing it. Okay. So there it is.
I can kind of buy it. I don't know if they're gonna. No, Kingdom Hearts is a Disney property, so they will lean into the Disney stuff for sure. I'm gonna say yes to everything, but I feel like it's a 2027 if they're announcing it.
You know,
now.
I could see them doing that and then still saying 2027 and us all going,
Yeah.
no, it's still 2 years
Yeah.
away. But
So
anyways,
close, though.
yeah,
It said 2026 was so long, but we're so close.
there it is.
I love it.
All
It's
right.
actually really good. I got chills by your
Good. I'm
description. They
glad.
should hire you at Disney.
I'm
Yeah,
thrilled.
they should
They
hire you
should. They
there.
absolutely should. Hire me on the Kingdom Hearts team. I want to work with
Final.
Nomura.
Yeah. Final category, though.
Final category. Game of the year.
Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Really, it's just the best game of the year. Come on.
So true.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Lots of great picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad Donkey Kong's up here too because
Yeah,
it looks really fun.
yeah.
If I had to guess, Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Yep. That's my pick as well.
Too easy.
Honestly.
Not easy, but it's like, this is a little easy.
Yeah. I just don't see a world in which a game that's nominated for that many categories and has had that big of an impact this year does not take Game of the Year as well. So,
At the convention or at the expo last week, there's somebody in a, I don't even know what you call it, but it's like the French baguette
a
costume
mime outfit.
DLC. Yes, that is clearly a reference to Claire Obscure, because why else would you show up in a mime outfit with a baguette in
That's right. In a
game
gaming
convention?
thing.
And I was just saying, yeah, great game. And she's like, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I'm like, and then she asked me, like, do you think it's going to win Game of the Year? And I said, like, oh, it's going to sweep. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way any other game comes close to the like almost mainstream appeal this game had, and just the conversation about the year. Like, it also came out at a time where enough people definitely have played this and appreciated it and gone through it. So yeah, I think Claire Obscure takes the cake for the year.
I think you're correct. And as it turns out, you picked Claire Obscure to win 5 categories, and I picked it to win 4. So even though mine were all kind of stacked right at the end there, you did actually pick it for more categories. So there you go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I am a little surprised by that. Well, I can't wait to find out if we are correct or incorrect. We have 1 week, less than a week by the time this episode comes out. Let us know in the comments what you thought would win and where we got things wrong. For example, will Second Dinner announce the next game? Did we vote for Claire Obscure too many times? The things that I vote for. Are we wrong for skipping best esports athlete? Let us know in the comments below. I am curious to know your answer. Jordan, thank you for prepping those fun questions. The fun bonus categories, if you will. Right. I think it's kind of like, I think we should do a bingo next year or something about things that might happen. As for next week, if we're doing like a live reacts, I'm going to put a pencil, maybe. I know Jordan is busy. I might have some plans. Breaking news, the local brewery, one of our favorite local breweries, is closing down. So we might need to have a meeting there. Right. And that's right during Game Awards. So, but some things are more important than Game Awards.
Watch Game Awards from the brewery.
That is so true. And as terms of reactions, you'll just have to hang tight. Next week, Jordan and I will revisit our guesses and then see how much we got right, how much we got wrong, maybe point out our favorite highlights and announcements from the show. I think we are just going to be doing the episode maybe right as it ends. So
that's a good point.
Stay tuned for that. In terms of your guesses, let us know. And yeah, join us. I was going to say join us in the comments, but no, join us on our Discord, link in the bio. Leave a comment on what you thought. And check out our website, growuplevelup.com, to pick up some sweet swag and support our small channel. Thank you so much for joining this week. If you're new here, my name is Samson. I like to talk about video games, especially the games that helped me grow up. That's our usual topic. Today, we're talking Game Awards because that's exciting. Jordan, who are you again?
I am Jordan. You can find me on all social platforms at SirDrJM. That's at SirDrJM.
Right. And you can find me at Samson XP on all the socials, at SMSN on Blue Sky. You can follow Grow Up Level Up on all the socials at Grow Up Level Up. We are most active on Instagram and kind of our Discord. But message us anywhere. I'll try to get back to the messages. Upcoming stuff, remember, next week, stay subscribed because we are going to go over the Game Awards and how that went. And also stay subscribed to the channel because I will be releasing my vlog of the Game Expo that I attended last week. And maybe we'll do a follow-up episode on that as well because that was really fun. And we like to do fun things here. So thank you so much, everybody. Jordan, do you have any wise words to close us out this week?
You know what? My wise words just going to be keep it 100 on the land, the sea, and the sky.